Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing Baldur's Gate 3, going through, playing as the Dark Urge, and trying to get the most experience we can possibly get. Starting out actually in the Goblin Camp. We need to speak with Booyog Piddle, which is a very funny name. I actually really like this guy.
Goblinoids are
Goblinoids
and malodorous.
malodorous. It means smelly and
Ain't that
noisy.
the truth? Proper stink around here. Now we've settled it. And all that ruckus makes it hard to concentrate on reading.
He's an enlightened goblin. Alright, where did you find that?
Below. What a good chinwag with him, though.
Can I see this
As
manuscript?
the symbol glows, power courses through.
Alright,
Authority.
should spend your time in prayer, not reading this nonsense. I don't know if that's the right one to go with here. My guess here is that there's going to be some approval. Oh wow, nailed that.
Suppose you're right.
Okay.
Absolute
Shadowheart,
rewards faith, not book learning. Take it.
oh, that's sad. We dissuaded him from a more enlightened path. Okay, it actually looks like that was the only potential approval point, which seems a little weird. But hey, it is what it is. So let's kick Karlak out now.
Copper for your thoughts.
And we'll get Gale in. You heard me. Get out of here, lady. Come on. Yes, we know you're bored. Alright, and so we're going to grab Gale here and then read this manuscript. And that's going to lead into a inspiration point. Alright, so it's an excerpt from Volo's forthcoming guide to Goblin Society, My Life Among the Conquering Host. Alright, well I'm not going to read all this because I don't read, but there is Secrets of the High Chieftain and Gale is inspired. Okay, last thing that I actually wanted to do here in the Goblin Camp, for the time being, we'll be back later, but it was to play the chicken chasing game. It's a lot easier with the owlbear cub. Basically, once the game starts, if you've got speak with animals, you can speak with the owlbear and persuade it to run right through the goalpost, basically, and you basically just win right away. And then you can go grab your whatever 300 gold or whatever you wagered. And then at that point, the owlbear cub will be running around here, being chased by a goblin. And so we're actually able to get a little bit of approval here. You're going to want to have these three, Gale, Shadowheart, and Will. I actually thought that Karlak got a little bit of approval here, but she doesn't. I'm not really sure why that's the case. I could have swore she kind of was like, you know, always getting approval when you were kind to animals, but I guess not in this case. But again, that's going to be kind of it for the Goblin Camp for the time being. There's going to be some other stuff that we can do here eventually. The Dark Urge as well as Asterion have an inspiration point if you poison the booze tub. So we'll be back later to do that once I'm kind of ready to wipe out all the goblins. My idea here, or my plan, is to kind of wait and hold off to doing this stuff until kind of the end of Act 1. I want to get the rest of this stuff all taken care of because I think there's a bunch of different events that, you know, are going to happen, like, again, like, yeah, just like wiping out the Goblin Camp and then the attack on the Druid Grove. And so, like I said, I want to wait a little bit and make sure that I can kind of do all that stuff back to back. And then if something kind of gets messed up, you know, hopefully I won't have to go back as far. But the next stuff that I'm going to do actually is in the Blighted Village. There was a... Will with a Y, why? There was an inspiration up here that Will could get involving I think it's Barkus Root is his name. It's a goblin that's I'm sorry, it's a underdeep gnome, I believe, that's tied to the windmill, and the goblins tied him up there. And there was supposed to be a way to get an inspiration point for Will if you save him, but I can't get it to work. And I think that it's been either patched out or something got screwed up. But there does not seem to be a way to get that inspiration point now. So I'll try it again, but I don't think anything has changed since the last time. I know there is a patch coming up for the game again. I don't know if it'll be patched back in or if it's just kind of a permanent deal that's lost now, but always hard to say. Basically, the guide to the inspirations that I've kind of referenced a few times does have it as being active here, and the guide that I've seen is I guess the initial one that I saw was wrong in a lot of ways, but this new one that I've kind of been referencing hasn't been wrong yet, but in this specific case it was. And again, I'm not really sure why, but it does seem on Reddit. I saw there was a couple of posts too saying that people could no longer get it, so not really sure why it's been taken out, or if it was just an error. But I'm going to try some different things here just to try to get it to work again, and then I'll pick it up with kind of what I land on, I guess. Okay, so let's get this started. The first thing that we're going to have to do is go through the conversation. Let's do the what are you doing? Let me rephrase that. Why are you doing that? Let's go with won't interfere. I just want to pass by.
As the symbol glows, power
and let's see here.
Authority.
Let's try the intimidation option here. I don't know if this is really the way I want to go, but we're gonna try it.
And pay me loads more.
We don't want to pay him. I know that for sure. I didn't want to have to use the tadpole. Let's try option 3 here.
As the symbol glows,
Leave. Yeah, here we go. This will work. So I gotta be honest. The last time that I went through here, I had different dialogue options, and I'm not sure why at all. I thought maybe it was because of the background, but I don't think that's the case. I started this conversation with Shadowheart, and it kind of played out the same way. But the last time that I played, I know I had an option that referred to the fact that he was a deep gnome and like they should find a better target. But I don't know how to get. I don't know how to get that again. I'm not sure. Why that's the case or how to get that option to pop up. But either way, this will work. And so we're going to go with the deception option here. We're allies, you and I, servants of the absolute. It actually is really annoying how many of these these checks that I have had to do for this, but it is what it is. And of course, there I fail one. I'll try one more here, and then I might have to reload. No, all right, that's good enough.
The goblin's nostrils flare as if trying.
Willie.
All right, and that convinces him finally to leave. There's our approval. And then we're immediately going to go into turn-based mode and wipe them all out. Now, I have noticed that there have been times where I've been trying to do this and basically kill all these goblins. But sometimes they'll try to leave in the middle of the battle, and we don't want that to happen. So here's the experience messages. All right, so I'm seeing a 70. That's probably for the conversation, and then 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 2, 4. Yeah, that's 6 experience messages. So let's just check how many goblins there are here. Can't really see it. There should be one way up at the top here, but I think my. Oh yeah, there he was. The camera angles are so bad in this, but there is one up there. So 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there's way more goblins though than just 6. So I'm not really sure why we're only getting 6 ticks. We'll see, though. And then once I slaughter all these goblins, I'll just see. So let's see. We're at current experience 2,081. So we'll just keep an eye on that. But my recollection from this battle is we're going to get a bunch more experience. So definitely worthwhile to, you know, do that conversation first. Okay, so just getting to the end of the battle already. This didn't take long at all. Excuse me. Gale just wrecked a bunch of people with magic missile right off the bat. And I didn't actually have any of these enemies attempt to run away during the battle. Again, I'm not really sure why that was happening in the previous times that I've played, but just watch for that. Obviously, you don't want anything running off because you'll lose the experience for them. So, just looking for some experience message. I'm actually not seeing experience messages for most of this stuff that I've killed. Oh, there's one though. Goblin Devout. I'm kind of wondering if if you get the 20 experience. Yeah, here's another one. Goblin Tracker fell to a lethal blow. I wonder if, and I didn't count exactly how many enemies there were, but we got 6 experience messages right off the bat. But there was more than 6 enemies. So I'm wondering if, you know, 6 of them then aren't going to give us experience. I guess I could do the math on that, but it doesn't seem like it matters that much. But yeah, definitely it looks like some of these I'm not getting experience for. So that kind of makes sense. But alright, anyway. Also, you want to knock out Fizurk last. And I think you do want to knock him out. I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to kill him. He is going to show up later, and there's like maybe there's potential for getting some companion approval. But yeah, there it is, and there's 50 experience there at the end too. So, all right, what did I say I was at? Okay, 2,170. Yeah, I mean we definitely got a bunch of experience out of that. So we definitely came out ahead by doing the conversation option. I think that is what happened though. I guess I could do the math here real quick. Or just do this battle again and see who I got experience for and who I didn't. But that's my initial theory, is that we got, yeah, you can see here we got the initial 70 and then a bunch of messages of 20, and I think that's why we didn't get experience for every one of the enemies that we killed during that battle. So that is it for that little bit, though. We're gonna get a little bit of what is this guy? He has something. Oh, I can't loot him? Are you serious? What? It's not treating him as a corpse. Oh, that's lame. He's got a weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something else with this. He does have a weapon. I'm wondering if I need to just disarm him during the battle instead. Well, what if I disarm him now? Can I? Oh no, I don't have her with. Let's just try that. We'll just try that theory. He does have a unique weapon. It's not good, but you know, I would rather get it. So I'm gonna try this this theory out. I'm not sure why that's not considering him as a body though, as if I've knocked him out. That's really obnoxious though.
You don't mean that.
Doesn't surprise me though with this game. There's so many. Well, you know, a little short rant here. One of the annoying things actually about Larian is, and I noticed this in Divinity Original Sin as well. There's just a ton of bugs, and it's great that they go back and fix the stuff. But I appreciate, or I miss the days of games actually being released kind of bug free. You know, and to now see issues like this is really obnoxious. But anyways, let's try this. Let's try to disarm him. There it is, weapon dropped. Well, that worked. The very heavy great axe. Again, that is a unique weapon. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Yeah, not anything interesting though. Weapon enchantment +1. That actually doesn't seem any different than just like a great axe +1. I guess I could be wrong. I'm not sure if that has different skills because I'm not really that familiar with the great axe skills. Well, yeah, it's a little different. So this has lacerate. This has the AoE. All right, let's see what this is. It's this skill here. Gargantuan Cleave. That sounds fun. So when you're upping with all your might, you can attack multiple targets, but you become off balance. Okay. I don't know. That's interesting, but yeah, probably not something that I'm going to end up using. But anyways, yeah, that is that for that little bit. I really don't know why he got bugged out here. I mean, he's just... Well, it says he's surrendered instead of knocked out. I guess that's why. It's because he's surrendered and not knocked out. Very weird. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so for the aftermath here, basically what I'm going to do here is, or what I've done, I guess I should say, is I've brought Karlach in, Gale, and Will. I'm not sure if Karlach is going to get approval out of this, but Shadowheart didn't, and who else? I mean, Lae'zel is most likely not going to either. I didn't actually swap her into Try, but she doesn't really seem like the type to be getting approval after rescuing people. So anyways, let's cut him down. Cut me loose. All right, let's just free him.
Well,
get on with what? Just gonna say you owe me nothing. Yeah, all right. Karlach did gain some approval, so that seems to be the best trio here. Is Gale, Will, Karlach. I'd rather know how you got caught.
Take my pack if you
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome. And I believe that's about it. Yeah, so that's it. Rescue the gnome. Again, I don't know why, but Will is no longer getting an inspiration point for that. You know, normally that should have been the conversation, I believe anyway, that he should have got it with. I don't think it would have been with the goblins, right? I think it would have been when you actually freed him. But yeah, that is it, unfortunately, for that. All right, next up here is the Riverside Tea House, or actually I should say we're just to the west of it, or at least the waypoint. And we're going to have a little conversation here with Gandrel. I don't think it's going to go the way that Gandrel is going to want, but you know, sometimes you don't get what you want. All right, so let's say, pardon who or what is a gur?
Simple wanderer.
Let's see here. What are you hunting?
His name is Astarion.
And when you find this Astarion, you'll kill him?
Not this time. Oh. Baulder's Gate. My people wait for me there.
Spawn, pity. It's not like he's a real vampire.
But at night,
And then, interesting Astarion, what do you think?
Astarion.
These days, I'm making the mail.
And then, all right, if you nod, it's going to start a fight. But Astarion does get you some approval here, so. Oh, it can. It can be. I'm going to just knock him out. My understanding is he does show up later on in the story, but I just, from what I could tell, it didn't seem important. Oh, wowzers. Okay, Astarion means business here. God. Oh, he just got wrecked too. I'm just gonna knock him out though too. Let's see. Does it matter if it's in the acid pool?
Thoroughly invigorating it is to stand by one's friend in the face of danger.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, Gale. Look at what Gale said. That's nice. It's invigorating to stand by one's ally in the face of danger. That's right. I always like Gale. All right, so there is the weapon here that you can get from it. It's called Gandrel's Aspiration. It says, Feller of Monsters, you have an advantage against monstrosity-type enemies. And then I think this can turn. Let me see here. Let's pick this up. And pick that one up. Let's open up our inventory here. All right. And then it does give you, yeah, it gives you the Sacred Munition. So it says, ranged weapon attacks possibly inflict turn undead. So very good for killing undead, it seems. So yeah, so that is Gandrel, or was Gandrel. Okay, so just about to start the initial conversation with Auntie Ethel. We are just outside her house here, just to the west of the Riverside Tea House waypoint, and actually pretty close to where we fought the vampire hunter guy, which I can't even remember his name already because he's so unmemorable. So mean. But yeah, anyways, I took Karlak, Gale, and Will here. I'm not sure who's going to get the approval. It actually might be all three of them, but we'll see. So, up to you on if you want to bother trying to get the approval with, some of these characters or not. I don't believe there was with anybody else. I tried Shadowheart, I tried Asterion. They got nothing out of this conversation here, which is pretty quick here. I also did this a little bit differently than I did the previous time I played through the game. Well, I guess I'm buying some stuff from her too. But what I mean by that is the previous time that I played, I knocked him out, and I actually did knock the brothers. I'm sorry, Mayrina's brothers. I knocked them out, and I did that in this playthrough as well. But I think I slept, or I did a long rest between then and now. And so I think it treated the brothers as not having been killed, which of course they shouldn't have been, right? Because I just knocked them out. But it changed the conversation here. Basically, the first time that I played, I think I knocked them out and then I came in here right away and I didn't rest in between. And I was actually able to tell Mayrina that Auntie Ethel killed the brothers, even though I was the one that knocked them out. So that was kind of funny. But I think basically what ends up happening is if you don't knock them out, they go after Ethel, and then Ethel does kill them. And so if that happens, obviously you can basically blame Ethel for killing the brothers. But it still is funny though. If you're the one that knocked them out, you can still blame Ethel, and Ethel will actually act as though she did it too. So it's a little funny, right? I guess they weren't really expecting people to knock out their brothers and not have it be Ethel, right? Like it could have been, right? Like they could have been like or she could have said something like, no, they actually did it, but whatever. Anyways, not important really. But there's the approval from the different characters there. The battle now is almost entirely pointless. She stays invisible for one turn, and then she'll teleport down behind her fireplace. It's not important. Actually, you can kill her here, and then the what are those things called? The masks downstairs will never be hostile to you, but I don't think that's important. They don't really. I don't think they matter really one bit. I looked a little bit later, and there doesn't seem to be any sort of good or decent rewards for, keeping them alive or whatever. But technically, I guess I am going to keep them alive, but. I think after you knock them out, they'll basically be permanently hostile to you. So it doesn't really matter. I think this is all going to play out in a way that we're going to get, the maximum amount of experience, and in my opinion, the best reward from all this, which is a stat bonus or a permanent stat bonus from Auntie Ethel herself. I've been going with the strength option just because I'm playing a character who needs, strength. So that's how I will end up going about this. But anyways, at this point, you can explore her house without, any real repercussions, right? We can steal all the stuff that's kind of in red here. There's an interesting note out the back side of this that says, what is this? The letter from M. I assume that's Minthara. It seems to me that Minthara and Ethel have been in contact in some way or another. Maybe some, pen pals, kind of friends in, I don't know, terrorism or whatever these two are doing. But yeah, anyways, here is the tea house key. I don't actually think that's important at all. I think you can bust down that door and basically just walk out the backside. You can kind of see in the back left-hand corner there's some weird purple swirly business. Definitely looks like some sort of spell. And it's funny that is actually Connor's, which is Mayrina's husband's coffin that I don't know what's going on with the magic, but the magic spell is basically broken once you take out Auntie Ethel. So I guess it was kind of like magically sealed or whatever for storyline purposes, which is kind of funny, but yeah, it is what it is. So she's got some potions and stuff around here, not anything too fantastic. A little bit of cash laying around the hovel here, which we're of course going to steal. And then I think actually I've got the wrong set of characters now for what I want to do next. And so I actually really need to swap out. I think it's Lae'zel and Asterion for sure that you want to have for the next conversation. I did come down here too quickly, though. I shouldn't have done that, but it doesn't matter. I just had to do a little bit backtracking. One annoying thing, though, is once you're down here and into the... or once you've clicked on the stairs, you can't quick travel back to your camp. And so you need to actually go back up the stairs, and then you can quick travel again. So I guess just keep that in mind. If you want to go to your camp and swap out your characters, you can't do it from down here. And yeah, it was just a little bit annoying, but whatever. And then the next thing I'm going to do here is actually just basically terrorize Lauren.
You feel crushing waves of
and then I guess I've got a little bit of interaction with this door. I forgot about this.
becoming fully
Basically, you can threaten it to let you through. It doesn't. I don't know if it matters or not. You might have to, but actually, no, that's not true. I think if you use the mask, you can get through. Which actually we are going to end up doing, but that's in the next little bit here. Yeah, looks like you did what is this, an intimidation check? So yeah, I think that you can actually get through the door once you've done that check, but I'm just going to grab the masks anyway and walk through the door. So you probably didn't really need to do that check, but whatever. Okay, so just going to do this conversation here really quickly with Lauren. You'll want to have Shadowheart, Asterion, and Lae'zel with you. Actually, I don't think it matters with Shadowheart, now that I think about it. I think it's actually only Asterion and Lae'zel that actually get this approval point, but why would I hurt you? Take a deep breath and roar. And there it is. Asterion and Lae'zel approve of that, which is kind of funny that we're, terrorizing somebody, and of course they're getting approval for it. The Lae'zel one doesn't make as much sense to me. Asterion for sure, right? Like that kind of seems part of his MO is to just treat other people kind of like crap, but whatevs. All right. Anyways. You have to go all the way back up the stairs when you want to swap your party members, so obviously we've done that. And then I need to swap some people out here. I don't think I'm going to take... Yeah, I'm going to take Asterion, but I'm not going to take Lae'zel. Leave me in the camp. Stay in the camp. Don't make me repeat myself, Lae'zel. And let's grab Gale.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
Join me. Oh, and I need to actually get rid of Shadowheart as well. Basically, we've got a big battle with Auntie Ethel that I actually kind of wish I could take Shadowheart for, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit of extra
if you're sure.
approval out of this deal. I am sure, which is why I'm taking Gale. Basically, I did this with Asterion, Shadowheart, and Karlach before. And I noticed that Shadowheart didn't get approval for the final conversation with Auntie Ethel, so that is why I'm taking Gale this time. I guess maybe you might be able to get some with Will, but I'm not going to try that because I just haven't been, really focusing on getting any sort of approval with him more so than some of these others. But like Gale, I've gone pretty deep into his approval, but. All right, let's head back down here again, and we'll have to grab the masks this time. You also have to be very, very careful with these masks. They will, yeah, they're bad news. But if we want to get this inspiration point, we have to use them. So Let's pick up a mask on everybody. Oh, there we go. And Karlak is the last one. And then what you'll want to do here is, if you've got a cleric with you, and you've got the protection from good and evil, you're good to go. But if you don't, then you need scrolls, which is why I have these. And we're just going to send one to Karlak. Where are these things again here? Is this the best way to do this? This feels like this isn't the best way to do it. Let's just do it like this. Yeah, this way I won't have to split stacks and stuff. So we'll go to Asterion next. Asterion next. Cast one. And then I think I already sent that to... Did I already send it to Gale? Oh, let's see. Excuse me. There we go. Gale. And I think Karlak's already got one, right? Yeah, she's got one. Alright, so let's just cast this. And we'll equip a mask. And you have this little... It should be pretty obvious when you put that mask on for the first time that it is not a good idea, but the protection from good and evil will save you from these checks when they fail. Basically, if you've got a high enough wisdom score, and it's not worth trying, but I noticed that, you know, even with a really high wisdom score, you'll oftentimes fail this, and then your character is just not usable. And so this is definitely the best way to do it, is to just run around here with protection from good and evil on, and that way when you do fail, it doesn't matter. And, you know, again, like if you fail the check on that, then Auntie Ethel basically controls that character, and it is just not going to work out for you. So definitely either get scrolls or have a cleric do that. And that's why we bring Asterion and do that for the one of us inspiration point. Also, you can't just do this with just like one character. You have to have all of your characters come through here with the mask. I tried just bringing Asterion through here once by himself, and it didn't work. I didn't get the inspiration. So make sure that you are getting that with everybody. I think I'm just going to leave everybody's mask on right now and save. The next step here, you have to kind of make a choice. You can save one of these NPCs in here. Basically, what you do is kill. You have to straight up kill Auntie Ethel. You can't let her live, and it'll basically break their curse. But I'm not going to do that I'm not going to do it this way or that way, because you get a stat point if you basically let her live and kind of negotiate for Marina. So being that I'm going that route, what I'm going to do is just knock these guys out. I actually tried to, you know, basically make my way past them and then have the conversation with Auntie Ethel where she gives us the stat item. But the problem is she summons these guys, these four, into the battle, and then on top of that, once you basically once she leaves, they still stay aggro, or angry with you, or in battle with you. So it's actually just better to deal with them right now instead of waiting. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna knock these guys out, and let's see if I can do this. Oh, this was not a good. Oh, this is not a good one to start with. Let's Oh. Okay. Well, whatever. The rest of these guys didn't get angry with me, so you really want to knock out this Mask of Vengeance. She's the nasty one. Boom. All right. Well, close enough. Enemy surprised. Yes, they are. I don't think it matters if you just knock them out or not here, because I think there's no saving them. Once they've aggroed on you, I shouldn't say that, because I don't know what happens in some of the other acts. Like maybe if there's a way to still save them, but I think that that's not the case. I think that there's nothing that you can do for them really once they've once they kind of recognize you as being a threat. I don't know if there's a different way of saying that, but the previous time I tried this, yeah, they got lost a lot of people there too. Although, so the other thing is though, you don't want to remove their masks at the very least until Auntie Ethel is dead. Because if you do, it will actually kill them. It's weird that'll like finish them off. So I guess just keep that in mind. But all right, so I'm going to kind of work my way down to the bottom of the dungeon, I guess, if this is what you want to call this. It's kind of a dungeon, I guess. But I'm going to do it off screen. Basically, I'm just going to plow my way through all of the poison. I don't really care. I'm going to be able to live with no problem. So I'm not going to worry about that. Also, I'm going to take off my masks now. There's no reason to keep them on other than to maybe annoy you. Oh, or wait. Wait, would that make the... Oh, interesting. I don't... Oh, okay. Well, it looks like maybe the vents shut off for you if you've got the mask on. I'm gonna test this. Not really. I mean, maybe it does a little bit. I guess the problem is I'm still stepping on top of these.
You can't resist me, sweetness.
You can't resist me, sweetness. Yeah, it kind of looks like it is shutting the vents off for you. Okay, well, that's interesting. Kind of. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they're back on. That's hard to say. I'm not sure if that's actually helping or not. But anyways, let's, who am I missing here? Gale? Is he still? Oh, he's just chilling in the death fog. Yeah, it definitely does not feel like that's shutting the vents off. Let's see here. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is. It kind of does seem like that is what it's doing, actually. Well, whatever. We made it here. So, next thing I'm going to do is take these masks off, because we don't need them anymore. Let's get everybody down here a little bit farther, though. You don't want to move too far. Auntie Ethel is over here invisible somewhere. And, I actually don't want to trigger the battle with her quite yet. Where's my helmet? There it is. Astarion. Put his helmet on. Lifebringer. Just realized I haven't equipped Gale in a long time with all of the new stuff that I wanted to use on him. So don't need to keep these in my inventory anymore either. Now that we're done with them, we can just send them right to camp, and we'll play around with those later. We'll pretend we're cultists some other time. Okay, let's break up the party now. I'm gonna go to Astarion. Nope, it's still not active on him because I didn't click it 15 times. So obnoxious. I absolutely hate that. Where is my hide? There we go. So, Auntie Ethel is standing over here somewhere, invisible. And I actually tried some different things with her. She has an item on her. It's some sort of, I think it's maybe it's a necklace or something, that said something about, saving death throws or something like that. There's no way to get it, though, without straight up killing her. And so, unfortunately, that's not going to be something that I'm going to be able to get. Basically, what I did there too, I tested some different things out. I used See Invisibility with Gale, and then I walked up next to Auntie Ethel behind her so that she couldn't spot me. And I actually then took Astarion over and stole from her, and she doesn't have it in her inventory. So the only way to actually get that from her, it seems to me anyway, is to actually kill her. And if you do that, there's no way to get the stat bonus item. So I didn't really feel like that was worth it. I wanted to get that stat item, so I'm just gonna have to forego whatever that necklace thing was. So here is a bunch of her potions. You don't want to take those. They're all garbage, and they will do really, really bad stuff to you. So don't do that. It's always funny. Auntie Ethel reminds me of like that evil genie that, you know, you make the wish for, which I think is pretty similar to what she does, right? One of the ladies, or one of her victims, said that they don't want to see their family anymore, and so she, like, I don't know, plucked out their eyes or something crazy like that, you know. So it's like, yeah, she gave you what you wanted, kind of, but in like an evil, you know, evil way that no one would actually want. But anyways, all right. So there's two different ways to deal with Mayrina here. You can use invisibility and just interact with whatever that thing is, the mystical ball thing, the cage ball, and that'll lower her down. Otherwise, you can do it with a mage hand. I found it easier to just do it like this, and then I'm gonna steal from her. You don't need to do this. She'll actually give you this pendant. If you have, there's some sort of conversational check with her that you can do, but I'm not gonna bother. I don't really care about that. So I'm just gonna use my second invis potion for probably no real reason and kind of sneak back up to the top, and then we'll trigger this battle. The reason for making sure that you lower her right away is if you don't, Auntie Ethel will basically throw a fireball up at the cage, and you can douse it if you want, if you've got like some way to put the fire out. That's fine, but you know, you got to be quick about it, and it's also going to waste a turn during battle. So I didn't think that was the best way to handle that. So anyway, so you just lower her beforehand. And you have to sneak around that way. You can't sneak around this backside because Auntie Ethel will see you. So that takes care of Mayrina, or it makes it so that she's not in danger during the fight. Also, we've knocked out all of the masks up top, so we won't have to worry about them during the battle either. So we're basically ready to start this, and we're kind of at like maximum advantage. But I'm going to do most of the battle off screen, and then I'll pick it back up once I've basically got her low. Yeah, right before she kind of triggers her cutscene. So we'll pick it up then. All right, so man, it was crazy how fast this battle went, but I'm about done here, and hopefully I don't crit her here, but plunk, perfect. All right, so I've got her down below 10. Yeah, she's at 6. And so what she's gonna do here is whoever was closest to her, she's gonna teleport over. In this case, it's my main character. She's gonna teleport like somewhere over here. She'll bring Mayrina with her, and then she'll start this conversation on when her turn comes up. So here's Mayrina's turn. Boom, there we go.
Wait! Wait just a tick!
All right, and oh, what? Hang on a minute. Oh, this is interesting. All right, I've never had this happen before. I don't think this will probably work, but I'm gonna try something here. This is probably not going to work, but normally everybody is super close to her. It looks like maybe Asterion stayed completely out of combat. Yeah, we'll see. My guess is this isn't going to work, but what I'm going to try to do is get the reward from her and then shoot her to finish her off, but I don't think it's going to happen. Alright, so anyways, what I want is Mayrina alive and free. She's worthless to me.
And you want to be struck? Just, it's your choice, sweetness.
All right, so we're gonna do Berserker Intimidation. We'll use the guidance option. I'm gonna save, of course, because you never know. Nailed it. All right.
You greedy little
bollocks.
Fine.
So part of the problem here is that Asterion was not close enough, and so he didn't get in on that conversation.
Soon forget this sweetness.
He would have been able to actually get a point of approval, but oh no, didn't work. All right, well, that was probably the last potential option there. That was really interesting that it played out like that. I'm actually probably going to redo this, though, because I didn't get the approval from Asterion that I wanted. I was curious, though, if you could get the reward and then kill her and finish her off, but you can't. I guess it was pretty obvious, right? She just kind of poofed right there. Yeah, Auntie Ethel fell to a lethal blow, but not really though, because there's no body down there. So that is really interesting. That is really interesting. It was kind of fun how that played out. But all right, what I'm gonna do here is actually reload. We'll just see if I can sneak Asterion in here to get in on this conversation for that little bit of approval, since he can't, you know, finish her off anymore. And that would have been super cheap. That would have been kind of cool if that would have worked out, but can't quite cheese it to that extent. And like I said, she does have I think it's a necklace if you finish her off, but that's all right. We'll be all right without it. Oof, duh. So, load time putting me to sleep.
Sweetness.
Oh, I can't now. Shoot. Okay. I need to go back farther, it looks like. Looks like I rolled the same.
You greedy.
Yeah, I gotta go back farther. Greedy backs. Alright, let's try this again. Let's go back. I could go to like the last turn, but I don't think I need to do that. We'll just get her in on this, you know, one option before I do the roll. Yeah, it looks like the roll was what determined when the approval was going to happen. So we'll just make sure that I'm getting down there a little bit closer to everybody else. Get in on that sweet, sweet approval. I was thinking that Gale may have got some out of that, but he didn't. And, of course, Shadowheart didn't either. I guess it is a little sneaky, right? Like well, I don't know. We're saying, you know, we're not letting her take Marina. It's just more like letting her kind of get away, I guess.
Killing me is a way.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, hiding successful. Wonder if I can steal from her. Right now. I bet. Nope, because I'm... What is it? Oh, it's because she's in battle, basically. Let's just show you this here. I should be able to finish her off right here, and then have it kind of count as her death. Oh, got her. Yeah, here you go. All right, so this is the tarnished. Yeah, that looks like a necklace, right? Yeah, it's a necklace. Makes it easier for the wearer to succeed death saving throws. Again, there's no way to actually get that and the stat boost item, and so I don't think that that's worth it. If we're choosing between the two things, that just doesn't seem worth it at all. But I wanted to at least show that. Excuse me. So yeah, that is the charm. Yep. That loading time again. Got me yawning. Come on. Any day now. 75% at forever. It's been at 75% for 5 minutes. Come on. Been at 100% for 10 minutes. Inaccurate. These are inaccurate. It even went to a different screen. Come on. All right. So let's just move Asterion up here a little bit. There we go. He's all right. Yeah, very good. He's close enough now, right? He's within earshot of whatever the main character's doing.
What?
All right. Let's. What I want is her alive. Blah blah blah. We'll intimidate you because you're a weakling or whatever. I would save here just in case. Nailed it. Continue. And there it is. There we got Asterion snuck in for that approval.
I can set up shop elsewhere.
If I ever see you again, you'll be fertilizing the swamp. And I'm going to choose the strength option there and just accept that. Before I end this video, though, I do want to show the last little bit of an inspiration here. And I'll probably save here because I'm probably going to have a conversation with Marina. Actually, maybe I should just do that just in case here first. I don't think it matters. I don't think this is going to result in any approval. It actually, yeah, it doesn't seem like talking to Marina inside here is... Like, there's no reason to do it. I think she'll give you the locket, though, if you don't already have it.
You bastard! You
You
ruined
ruined
it!
Yeah, that's right. Slow down. What did I
To
do?
bring my husband back. Back from the dead.
Yeah, don't be naive. The hag was never going to help you.
And my child would have been born.
You're going to trade your
And all
baby
this.
for your dead
Don't
husband?
Judge me. I have nothing. And more than I could have done.
Alright. Is that what Ethel told you?
Oh.
Yeah, she was literally going to turn her baby into a hag. So if she would have had you'd think that was a better life? I don't think so, lady. You crazy. I'm not sure why she's going up that way. I think she ends up outside here. But anyways, you'll want to have Karlach with you when you interact with the Mushroom Circle. If you didn't take her with you for the Ethel battle, first of all, why? Also, but B, go get her instead. You'll have to walk back up the other way, and then use the Mushroom Circle. And using the Mushroom Circle will get Karlach a... there it is, the Walking on Air inspiration. Why is Marina not out here? Oh, she must have not liked what I said to her. Oh, okay, she had just appeared here. That makes no sense whatsoever, but whatever. Okay, this is, you gotta make this is gonna be a bad or a weird choice here. Found a wand. I think I can resurrect your husband.
Bring him back. Bring Connor back.
Yeah, she's so right. Bring him back. Bring him back. We know how this is gonna turn out, right? So we'll point the wand towards the coffin.
What have you done to him?
And then here Connor appears as a zombie. Disgusting. So the hag fulfills her promise. It can never be simple, can it? That's exactly right.
I wanted him back the way he was, not this.
Yeah, she didn't specify back the way he was, I guess, right? She got her with a loot pole. And I'm just gonna go with, don't worry, I have the wand, I'll make use of him. And then here Marina's gonna get angry. Give him back. Nope, you can't do that. All right, now I think what I'm gonna do is just knock her out. We won't kill her, but we're gonna knock her out. There we go. And yeah, that would have been another way, I guess, to get her locket from her. But there we got the whole one experience, totally worth. As well as we got old man Vindebald here to come hang out with us. I haven't actually used this guy much, but what you want is you want to keep the second marriage and the bitter divorce with you at all times. Or wait, or no, I guess it's just the bitter divorce turns into... Is that how this works? Bitter divorce turns into the second marriage? I guess that makes sense, right? It's also very funny. And then, I don't know if you have to keep the wand on you. Maybe? I'm not sure. I've never messed around with this guy at all to see if... My understanding is he's a... basically treated as a summon. Oh, you got knocked out there, did you? Let's try talking to him here. Okay, alright. No reason to talk with this fella. But anyways, that is going to be it for this one. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.